Welcome to Storyflix. In this video, we will explain the rise of a tomboy. This movie tells about a female genius student, Simon Twu, who wants to develop a formula for true love so that everyone can find the right couple and reduce the divorce rate in this world. She believed that, if her formula succeeded, there would be no more children who feel sad because of their parents' divorce. Will she succeed in realizing her research to make everyone have an ideal partner and reduce the divorce rate? Let's find out in The Rise of a Tomboy. The Rise of a Tomboy tells about a tomboy-looking genius student named Simon Twu. She is currently studying at the University of Sydney, majoring in mathematics. She is one of the people who have an IQ or intelligence above average. Simon Twu is very obsessed with numbers and mathematical calculations. Even her hobby is playing Sudoku games. She has different interests from other girls. She likes boxing, martial arts, and taekwondo. Currently, Simon Twu is busy researching the formulation to find true love. She considers that this research is part of her efforts to save society and humankind. However, her supervisor rejected her research proposal due to the limited funding of her educational scholarship. But then, she still tried to convince her lecturers that her research this time would be successful. Simon Twu gave a lengthy explanation of the value and similarity parameters to the lecturer. She was sure that with the formulation she created, everyone in this world would be able to find an ideal couple. So that many people will be saved from failed marriages and children in society will never experience difficulties because of a broken home. Simon Twu is very confident in her research and promotes it to her colleagues on the campus. She has carried out an experimental experiment on the true love formula she created for her roommate named Lily. Previously, Simon Twu had found the ideal couple for Lily by using the algorithm of the true love formula that she found. She explains that the ideal couple will appear after we do an age match and meet the three losers. When Simon Twu announced her ideal couple theory to all her colleagues at the campus organization, many people doubted her research. Then she called Lily to prove her theory to everyone there, but unfortunately, her experiment failed. Simon Twu got a message from Lily that she had broken up with her boyfriend, and she became so depressed that she wanted to end her own life. After hearing the news, Simon Twu looked shocked and couldn't believe it. She felt that she had perfectly worked out her true love formula so that everyone could find their ideal couple. The scene switches when Lily jumps off a cliff and throws herself into the sea. While unconscious, she is rescued by a young man who coincidentally dives into the sea. The name of the young man was Yi, a musician from Beijing. Yi immediately gave her first aid, and she managed to survive. At the same time, Simon Twu arrived at Lily's place and saw Yi with Lily. Simon Twu thought that Yi was a pervert who was about to harass Lily. Then she tried to get rid of him by kicking his head until he fell down. Simon Twu immediately hugged Lily and took her back to her house. She feels guilty for what happened to her, and she promises to optimize her true love formula so that there are no more mistakes. Simon Twu went back to her research and developed a new formula for her ideal couple project. In this project, she used herself as the object of her experiment. Even though she had never been in love before, she began to do calculations with the new formula she created to find out who the young man would be her ideal couple. Based on the true love formula results calculation, Simon Twu's ideal couple will appear in Beijing City on September 23, 2015. Before she flew to Beijing, she wanted to complete her research data. She then went to a bar to observe the activities of the female sex workers who were there. Coincidentally, she saw Yi talking to one of the female sex workers there. Simon Twu thought Yi was harassing the sex worker, even though he was only asking for directions to the aquarium. She immediately scolded him because she felt he underestimated and judged the sex worker's profession. After scolding him, she quickly hit him in the face. The day turned to the time when Simon Twu left for the city of Beijing. At the Beijing airport, she bumped into Yi again. At that time, he met his crush named Kiao. He wanted to express his feelings for her and propose to her. Simon Twu again misunderstood and thought Yi was teasing Kiao. Simon Twu and Yi started arguing and scolding each other. Kiao, who misunderstood, felt that he was really a pervert. She finally rejected his proposal and left him. Yi became annoyed with Simon Twu because the rejection of his love was caused by her accusations. Simon Twu realized that she had misunderstood all along. Then she left in a hurry. When Simon Twu arrived at the hotel, it turned out that her luggage had been left at the airport, so she did not have her identity card and money. While the luggage she was carrying now belonged to Yi. She was confused and forced to leave the hotel with her dog. She then immediately contacted the airport to find and return her luggage. On the way, a security guard came and asked for her dog's identification card, and she ran away so that her dog was not taken by the officer. Wu then found Yi's address on the luggage and immediately came to his place. She decided to stay at his house until her luggage was found. Even though she had rejected by Yi, but she still insisted on staying there. One day there was an accident caused by Wu's dog. Yi's privates were bleeding from being bitten by her dog. He was rushed to the hospital for treatment and surgery for his injuries. When he came home from the hospital, Wu instead slept on his bed, so he had to sleep on the sofa. He couldn't sleep well all night because of her dog. The following day, Wu continued the experimental plan of her true love research. She told Yi that her true love would come on September 23, 2015, from 9 to 10 a.m. But before that, she would meet the two losers first. After hearing that, he immediately laughed and felt that her research was ridiculous. He thought that her research on true love was unreasonable. Wu asked Yi to find the candidates for her a blind date next week. He then brought her to Mrs. Liu. She would help her find many candidates for her blind dates. After Wu met 48 men, no one had any interest in her. Thus, Ms. Liu suggested that she change her appearance to be more feminine. Wu began to change her dress style, straighten her hair, and wore makeup. After changing her appearance, Yi laughed aloud at her ridiculous behavior. That night, Ms. Liu invited her to come to a bar. At the meeting, Wu and Yi accidentally saw Qiao. Unfortunately, she now has a new boyfriend named Ji Yang. Hearing this, Yi tried to smile and hide his sadness. Yet he felt very heartbroken. Wu tried to cheer him up by explaining the alternative theory of the true couple formula. Before Qiao left the bar that night, she had insulted Wu by saying that she would never find a boyfriend because of her tomboy appearance. In the following days, Wu and Yi comforted each other and became closer. Then she told his past about her broken family and her parents' messy marriage. Due to her parents' divorce, she lived an unhappy childhood. This motivated her to develop the formula for true love so that everyone can find an ideal couple and children do not become victims of their parents' divorce. After knowing that, Yi sympathized and began to understand Wu's feelings. He then offered himself as a loser's boyfriend candidate for one day. The next day, they spent time like a couple. They took a picture, danced, cooked, and did housework together. They eat dinner, drink beer, and get tattoos together in the evening. And before they ended the day, Yi sang a song about mathematics for her. That night they had fun together and became closer to each other. On the way back home, Qiao suddenly came and asked Yi to talk together. He was faced with a choice between Wu or Qiao. In the end, he chose Qiao. Wu felt sad and disappointed in him. It turned out that she was starting to have feelings for him. Long story short, Wu's research received funding from a Chinese company developing a mobile application. When she came to the company to sign the contract, she accidentally ran into Qiao's boyfriend, Ji Yang. It turned out that he was the manager at the app company. While discussing the company, Ji Yang even invited Wu to play a game of Sudoku. He then has the same hobby as her, playing Sudoku. Ji Yang and Wu started spending a lot of time together because of their business. Their relationship became closer and closer, and he started to like her. Instead, Ji Yang's relationship with Qiao became increasingly strained. The next day, Yi tries to get Wu to meet the second loser's potential boyfriend. This time, her loser's boyfriend was acting a bit strange, but she was still willing to date this guy because she had to finish her true couple experiment soon. The scene switches to the moment when Ji Yang's application company is holding a company birthday party. Ji Yang came with Qiao to this party, while Wu came with Yi and her loser boyfriend. That night the company announced the launch of the application of the true love formula created by Wu. Qiao still couldn't make peace with Wu. She then challenged her to a sexy dance. Wu immediately accepted the challenge and danced in the middle of invited guests. Then she managed to win the challenge. Qiao seemed displeased with her defeat, so she intended to trap her. Qiao Qiao cooperates with Hsu Wu's loser boyfriend to make her drunk so that he can rape her. Luckily Yi heard the conversation and planned to help Hsu Wu. He managed to sneak into Hsu Wu's room and fight with the loser's boyfriend. Ji Yang, who at that time heard the commotion from Hsu Wu's room, decided to come and help her. He knew this had all been planned by Qiao Qiao. He felt disappointed with her and decided to break her up. That night, Hsu Wu was rescued and brought home by Yi. The following day, Hsu Wu accidentally found a photo of a very famous math professor in Yi's room. It turned out that the professor was his father. Due to her obsession with mathematics, she desperately wanted to have the photo. She then begged him to give her the photo, but he played a prank on her. A few days later, Ji Yang asked Hsu Wu to go on a date together. The two of them spent time and play Sudoku together. Even he had confessed his feelings to her. Meanwhile, Yi was at home composing a song inspired by his relationship with Hsu Wu. When the song was released, Hsu Wu realized that he had feelings for her. But unfortunately, after Hsu Wu did the calculations with her true love application, it turned out that her true couple was not Yi but Ji Yang. Actually, she loved Yi more than Ji Yang, but she chose to follow the advice of the application. The scene changes to September 23. Today, Hsu Wu will meet his true love, Ji Yang. At 9 a.m., she came to the park to meet him. Today it suddenly rained very hard. Yi tried to catch up with Hsu Wu to express her feelings, but unfortunately, she had already met Ji Yang first. Yi was heartbroken again for the second time. The next day, he decided to return to Sydney. But before he left, he entrusted his song to Qiao Qiao to be given to Hsu Wu. The relationship between Ji Yang and Hsu Wu became more and more romantic. They both do a lot of activities together. Surprisingly, she didn't seem to be enjoying their time together and felt empty. It was the evening when Hsu Wu and Ji Yang had dinner together. He proposed to marry her. When the accompaniment song played, she immediately recognized that this song was made by Yi. She realized that she still loved him and wanted to be with him for the rest of her life. Then she apologized to Ji Yang and refused his proposal. Hsu Wu returned to Yi's place, but it was too late. He had already returned to Sydney. She felt sorry for not realizing the love he had given her. After everything that happened, she concluded that her research had failed. She then returned to Sydney to cancel her research. When she met her supervisor, she was introduced to a young man who was none other than Yi. It turned out that he was the lecturer's son who had been guiding her. After that meeting, they decided to get back into a relationship as a couple. Finally, Hsu Wu could really find the true love she had been looking for. She and Yi ended up being together forever. The moral message that we can learn from this film is that we are actually destined to be with our partner in the end. Then, whatever happens, we will still meet and unite. So, in fact, every man has a soulmate.